Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Hey, go! Bring me down, can't none bring me down. Your love is too high. Bring me down, can't none bring me down. I said, bring me down, can't none bring me down. Your love is too high. Bring me down, can't none bring me down. I said, because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is. You, hey. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Come on.
Hey there, and welcome to episode 11. Can you believe we're still here? I don't think any of us thought we'd still be around, but no one really knew how long the quarantine would last. In fact, the quarantine has caused a decision to have to be made that none of us wanted to have to occur. Fourth session won't be going to camp this summer, but there's plenty to still be happy about. There are many ways for us to stay connected, and we're looking into those right now. Doesn't that make you happy? And if that doesn't, maybe this news will help. The HHPH TV team has voted, and these kiddos have elected to keep cranking out weekly episodes all the way up into camp. So that means 7 more episodes are coming your way. Now that should make you happy. We're very pleased to say this week's episode has over 45 of you involved. So watch carefully, because there's no telling if you'll see yourself or your best friend, or that cute little somebody you've had your eye on. Anyway, on with the show.
Camp makes me happy because I get to meet my friends.
Because I get to see all my best friends, and it's a week that I look forward to the entire year.
Because of the friends and family that I have there.
Sardis Lake makes me happy because they have swing. Sardis Camp makes me happy because I like Gaga Ball.
Because every year I grow stronger as a Christian.
Because it brought me closer to God in multiple ways, and how I met a lot of friends and a lot of people that really inspired me and helped me be the person that I am today.
Because it's where I met my wife.
SLCC makes me happy because it's where I met my husband, and it's a little piece of heaven on earth.
Because it's a week spent with my closest friends and family worshiping the Lord together.
Because of the late night gazebo singings and the cabin competitions.
Sardis Lake makes me happy because it's the only time of year I get to have those cafeteria rectangle slices of pizza.
SLCC makes me happy when we sing songs under the gazebo late at night.
SLCC makes me happy because you'll always be part of the family with lasting friendships for life.
But I can spend time on Cabin 7 and my boy Peyton Freeman.
Is just all of us all being together, sing together, play, and have fun, really.
What I love about SLCC is the singing.
Is because despite all the heat, all the mosquitoes, and all the disgusting showers, is because I get to spend time with my friends that I never get to see, praising the Lord, and they're like my second family, and it's my second home, but also I get to beat Midnight in Horse.
SLCC makes me happy because it's the one time out of the year that we get to spend the entire week worshiping with our friends and our family. And you can't forget about the eggs.
Because I get to worship God with my favorite people in my favorite place.
Because it's fun and we get to learn about God. I love Sardis Lake because I like to play volleyball.
SLCC makes me happy because I get to spend 1 week out of the year with my family and my friends. Love y'all.
What I like about SLCC is the joy and kindness.
Having late night talks with my cabin and seeing people I have not seen in a while.
It is one of the places that I feel completely safe, and I have made so many great friends, and I can't believe that just in the few short years that I've been there, how much this camp has come to mean to me.
Because I feel closest to my spiritual family and to God and to everyone who loves me there.
I love watching Brad, Emma, and Sean Thomas fall in love with SSC4, just as I did when I was a kid.
Because it's home. It's where I am the most spiritually motivated, and it's where I have a strong group of Christians who care about me and most importantly care about what God does for us day by day.
Hey guys, and welcome to Brooks's Education Corner as we're here at the Sardis Lake Christian Camp Art Lab. And today our art lesson will be going through some art appreciation. And so there's lots of paintings and things that you'll see, and I'll talk you through how we can tell different things about the painting and artist. Our first painting that we have here is one that is from the early 1990s. As you can tell, the two front teeth kind of give it away. It's a square guy with very short stem legs, and you know that the artist was thinking about creating something that had a very squeaky, a very annoying voice, and sing songs that are really catchy. You can tell that by the look of his eyes and the different formations of the things of the spots on his yellow, and you can tell a whole lot about this character and the creator and what he was thinking during this time. Here's another painting that you'll see of a someone who painted a character who looks like a cowboy but is not a cowboy. You can tell the finger point, no thumbs up. If it was a true cowboy, the thumbs would be up, imitating a gun. Does not have that. And also the hat is just not in correlation where it's curled up. It's one of those fake cowboy paintings. Probably somebody who thinks they're really cool and really not. And so the artist tried to create that, but as you can tell, not a real cowboy. Now the next painting that we have is of a real cowboy. As you can tell, the left arm, great technique. And so you know that the painter knew exactly what he was doing in this. And it's more of a modern cowboy as the ball hat's on his head. And so as you see that, you know it is. And a true tough guy cowboy. No pants, no Wranglers, no boots, anything like that. I mean, you're talking about going bareback riding. Well, this guy's going barefoot riding. And so you know that it's a true cowboy in this painting that the artist has created. Now this next painting is of a guy running out with a team who likes to cheat a lot. And the guy, you can tell that the artist in painting this, the left foot slightly forward is kind of a dominant position. And when he's dominating the SEC officials of the time, and everything that he says, everything he wants, they seem to want to do. You can tell that by the run. As again I said, the left foot out front is very dominating in this portrait, and you can tell that the artist is really wanting to portray this guy as a true cheater. You might think this is the first, one of the first paintings of Babe Ruth, but definitely not. This is more of a bench warmer. As you can tell, the artist in this wants to let you know this is probably not a starter on a ball team. Hands way too high, bottom hand not closed. Chin is up, slight smile on his face. And then he's really doesn't have a really good stance, as you can tell. The hand's a little high, hands a little far back. And so the painter's wanting to really give you an insight that this guy right here is not a starter. And so you'll be able to tell lots of things as the artist goes through with this. Now this next painting is one where the artist is trying to show you the humidity in the air. As you can tell, there's a lot of orange, lots of purple hue in the background coming from this picture. And in this picture, you can tell that there's a lot of moisture in the air, and it's just a beautiful creation that is made. And so anytime you see something like this, as the sun disappears over the horizon there, and you still see the oranges and pinks and purples, you know there's a lot of moisture in the air. Definitely that. And if there was a rainbow somewhere around, it probably was raining earlier too. Now this next painting is of a really, really old guy. Now this guy right here is trying to learn new technology. It's an older guy trying to learn new technology, and the author of this painting wants to show you the struggles it is with the modern technology. Now, one way that gives it away that this is an older gentleman is the balding of the hairline. You can tell in the painting that the balding of the hairline is very, very pronounced in this picture and in this portrait, and struggling. The confused look on the face can tell that this is not your ordinary flip phone that you're dealing with, and the arms crossed really, really brings this out, the frustration that we have. Now this next one's a rare scene painting of Rudolph. Now Rudolph loses some of his fur in the summertime, but still has some, as you can see around the mouth area. There's still some fur there. But Rudolph, as you can tell, nose is still going very bright in the summertime. But won't be long that the hair falling off will end, and he'll begin putting fur back on and getting ready to deliver toys to all the boys and girls across the world very soon. Now this painting is one of the first known paintings we have of a leprechaun. You can tell by the short hands, the small hands, the short stature, and the smile on the face that this leprechaun is a very happy creature. The artist of this painting wants you to know that all leprechauns are very happy. And the title of this painting, if you look it up on the internet, you can actually buy a copy of this on eBay. I think right now it's going for $349.99, $349.99. And if you want to search this, search on YouTube for the painting Top of the Morning to You. That's the name of this painting of the very first known leprechauns that we have. And then our last painting is of the most beautiful lady who's ever walked the earth. You'll see on the left, the artist really wanted to bring out the eyes and the beauty in the person on the left, and must have had a really good partner, because the offspring on the right is very pretty. And so very, very, very good job by the artist here in creating a portrait of some very pretty young ladies. That's your art lesson for today. I hope you appreciate art a little bit more. You can tell a lot by looking at paintings. If you'll just look deeply into the paintings, you'll be able to see lots of hidden treasures in that. Until next time on Brooks's Educational Corner, we'll see you later.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Read Your Bible here at HHPH News. Now, you may be wondering where my partner, Gray Without Ceasing, is with me tonight. That's because tragedy has struck. Gray was walking in his living room when his long, luscious hair got trapped in the ceiling fan, and he just started swirling around and around and around. When asked about the fan, Gray reportedly said, "You spin me right round, baby. Right round, like a record, baby. Right round, right round." We have some breaking news coming from Bells, Tennessee. Our own HHPH correspondent, Luke Shelton, has shaved his Corona mustache. That's correct. Luke Shelton has finally shaved his chocolate milk mustache and opted for a clean-shaven look. And I believe that we have the pictures to prove this. May we show those, please? Wow. That is remarkable. I can't believe it. For our next story, this is more a camp-related story. The directors have informed me that for this year at camp, due to the coronavirus, we may not let boys and girls interact with each other during the day. And when we approached an anonymous Cabin 3 girl about the situation, and we asked, how is this going to affect your camp experience? This anonymous Cabin 3 girl said, "Do you see who I took to the point 2 years ago? These are prayers answered." Real impactful stuff. Now for our next story, it involves one of our own here at HHPH-TV. Will Rawson is set to debut a new Christian rap album, and we reportedly have the cover art for it. Maybe show that, please. Wow. I'm sure that'll do numbers, Will. Keep up the good work. Now for our last story, this may be a little bit for the, not really the older camp people, but it's been gone for a couple years now. So, is the Tarzan swing coming back? We don't know, but we asked our own Tarzan swing expert, Mason Moore, his opinion on this when we told him that there is a chance that a Tarzan swing comes back, and he was just so excited. This is all we could get from him. Wow, you can just tell how excited he is about the prospect of the Tarzan swing coming back. Now, I believe that is all the time that we have here at HHPH-TV News. My name is Read Your Bible, and we just did the news.
Which hand? Is it in this one or this one? You got a choice to make. Life is full of choices, isn't it? Sometimes you think you know what's right, and then, boy, it just changes on you in a hurry. You think you've got it figured out, but you don't. Maybe it's you have to choose what to wear, or maybe you have to choose where to go, or who you're going to be with. Maybe you're fixing to choose some classes you're going to take, or what college you're going to, or who you're going to date, or who you're going to marry, or what job you're going to take, where you're going to live. Choices that are just piling up. We just got to make them. Sometimes choices are made for us. And sometimes we think, well, this has got to be where it was. And then it turns out to be over here. You know, choices are made. And this past week, there was one made that disappointed a lot of us, that camp would not happen. But I'm going to tell you that just because that choice was made, we have another choice to make. And that is, we can choose to be happy. You see, in the Bible, happiness is always tied in the Old Testament and New Testament to blessings. And so today I want to challenge you to count your blessings. You see, it's in that walk with God that we are blessed and where we can find true happiness. In 2 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 10, it says that our hearts ache, but we always have joy. I believe that's only true if your walk with God is what it should be. I believe that the less that we are concerned with our happiness and the more we're concerned with God, that's where we will find happiness. So my challenge is this to you. Aim to find happiness in heaven, and I'm convinced that you'll find happiness on earth. But if you aim to find happiness on earth, I don't believe that you'll find happiness on earth or in heaven. I hope you have a happy day.